Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be covering the LG Stylo 6 and the Umidigi A3X. Now, both of these are two budget smartphones, which I really do like. The Umidigi A3X was released in December 2019. It's actually really old now. It's about a year and a half old now, but it's still really awesome because it has this really cool design. It has metal frames on it, so right now when I just touched it, it was really cold to the touch. It does have facial recognition, and it does have a fingerprint sensor as well on here. We do get a fingerprint sensor on the LG Stylo 6, but we don't get facial recognition. We also have a similar design, however, the Umidigi has real metal, and the LG just has material that mimics metal. It's like a brushed plastic, whereas this, you could feel the texture on the metal on the Umidigi. So I think that's honestly really cool. But they both have that really nice boxy design, something that a lot of smartphones are starting to do. Whenever iPhone does something, other smartphones do it, but this phone actually had that design for a while. iPhone had that as well for a while, but I remember when I had the Note 4, that phone had the boxy design as well. But I really do like this design. We have 186 grams of weight on the Umidigi A3X, so it does feel pretty substantial when you're using it. It feels like it's actually a piece of metal. The LG Stylo 6 is actually 219 grams, so it's a little bit heavier, a little bit more, has more weight to it. It's a lot taller. They look about the same width, although the LG Stylo is a little bit wider. So the Umidigi is a really small, handy phone. Feels really good in your hand. It just has a nice overall screen quality for the price. It's $120, I believe, right now. But you can get the LG Stylo 6 in white. It's a 6.8-inch display, really big display on there. That's probably the biggest upside about the LG Stylo 6 is you have that huge display to work with, 395 pixels per inch, so it's actually a high density display, and it's giving you some nice stylus options with this pen that we that I love to use on a daily basis. So the LG Stylo 6 does have a lot of features that you can take advantage of with the pen if you're the type of person who likes to take notes, who likes to record ideas. Maybe you have a job where you're always writing things down. I think that would be pretty cool if you picked it up. But you have a 19:9 aspect ratio on the Umidigi A3X. Now it's a pretty skinny device, really small, really compact. Feels really good in the hand. The display gets really bright as well. 294 pixels per inch, so it's a medium density display. But overall, the colors do pop. 2.5 curved glass on the front. Just feels really nice. That curved, sharp edge feels really cool. And I like that cold to the touch metal design. Also, when it comes to the performance, we have a Helio P35 MediaTek chipset on the LG Stylo 6. Overall, it's actually pretty decent for the price. So you can actually play different games on here. You do get a variety of options to choose from. Like, they have this on Boost, they have it on Metro, they have it on Cricket as well. So there's a lot of different versions of this same, the same phone. But overall, this one is the 3GB model. You do get many different options to choose from. When it comes to storage, you can expand it up to 2 terabytes, but the only thing is that they don't let you move the games on the they don't let you move those games to the SD card. So that's the only thing that I did notice. But other than that, this has 64 gigabytes of internal storage and 3 gigabytes of RAM. The LG Stylo 6 does also have a 4000 milliamp hour battery. Does last pretty nice. The fingerprint sensor on here is actually it's pretty decent. It's not the most consistent one, but you can see it does work, so that's pretty cool. And on the Umidigi A3X, we are getting some really nice gaming on here for the price. You can see the buttons on the LG Stylo 6 are probably one of my favorites because they click really well on all of the buttons, volume rockers. You can get this Google Assistant button, but the only thing is you can't switch that to another button. It's just stuck at that one. But as far as the overall gaming on here, it's pretty solid. And this is running on 16 gigabytes of internal storage. We do have 3 gigabytes of RAM. We do have the MediaTek Helio A22, which is a quad-core processing chip on here. But for how it's running, it's actually pretty surprising how quick it is. So I definitely like using it. It's also clocked in at 2 gigahertz, which is pretty impressive for this price. Because a lot of phones that have octa-core aren't even clocked in at that speed, so that's something that's pretty cool. But you can see how snappy it is just when using it. Moving around in Call of Duty is a cinch here. But it does have that 2 gigahertz clock speed, which is why it's able to perform very well at this price point. And also the other thing is it has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, so it's not the best one in the entire world, but it's pretty decent. So it's gonna get you through a whole day most of the time. And I was able to get through it a whole day most of the time I was using it, so I didn't run into any issues in that way anyway whatsoever. But you can see right here, you're able to play really smooth, really clean gameplay. So I definitely like using the Umidigi A3X. It's not too hot on my hand either, so I can definitely say it's a pretty nice smartphone if you just want a budget device that looks really cool and actually performs really nice as well. Now in the Umidigi A3X, we do get a 16 megapixel rear main camera, 5 megapixel for portraits, and on the LG Stylo 6 we get a 13 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel for wide angle, and 5 megapixel for portraits as well. So that's actually pretty cool. Now on the front of the Umidigi A3X, we do get an 8 megapixel camera, and on the LG Stylo 6 we have a 13. So you can see the Umidigi has a faster fingerprint. And let's just do a quick speed test on both of these devices just to see which one opens up apps a little bit quicker. So let's go clear all, and then let's just go to screen brightness right here, turn both of them up. Let's clear out all of the notifications as well right here, clear all, and then let's just try out the Play Store real quick. 1, 2, 3. So that one was the LG Stylo 6. That was really quick on the LG Stylo 6. Let's try Spotify. I do have speed enabled on the LG Stylo 6. Animations removed, so that's why it's moving so fast, but it shouldn't matter. That's just the animation. So this time it was the A3X. So let's try we could do Facebook. Let's try Facebook on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was almost the exact same time. It looked like the A3X. Let's do let me see, what else do we have on here. Let's do Amazon. 1, 2, 3. And that looked like the exact same time. The A3X caught it right there. At that time, I could see it loaded up much quicker. Well, not much quicker, but they're really even. And then let's try Twitter right here. 1, 2, 3. So that was the A3X. So wow, that's impressive stuff here. So overall, really quick, really smooth, really snappy on both devices. Let's go to Geekbench and just see which one has the better scores on Geekbench 5. Okay, so you can see that we have a multi-core of 831 and 458, and single core is really close. It's almost even, but because this is octa-core and this is quad-core, you can see it has a better multi-core score. Alright guys, so when it comes to the cameras on both of these phones, we are getting wide angle for video and normal mode on the LG Stylo 6, but we don't get wide angle on the Umidigi, so just keep that in mind. But we do get the AI camera on the LG as well, so it's just going to be a lot more, like, it kind of looks better on the LG, to be honest, as far as the electronic image stabilization goes, but really good picture quality on the Umidigi. It looks really sharp, really crispy, a little bit softer on the LG when it comes out to a little bit softer on the LG, but more crispier on the Umidigi, more sharper photos. But they both take really good photos all overall. Also, both devices do rock Android 10, and also they do have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network as well. But let me know what you guys think about both of these phones. I definitely think they're pretty cool. Leave your comments down below. I'll catch you guys later on the next one. Get right with you. Peace.